You know, we often look to white papers, tech demos to figure out where AI is going. But today we're taking a slightly different tack. We're going to try and read the tea leaves by looking at, well, cold, hard cash.
That's right. We're diving into NVIDIA's latest investment portfolio, specifically their 13 FHR filing with the SEC. This is as of March 31st, 2025. Now, for anyone not familiar, this 13 FHR, it's basically a quarterly report. Big investment managers have to file it.
Yeah.
Tells the SEC what they own. It's, public peek into where giants like NVIDIA are putting their money.
Exactly.
Kind of like seeing their strategic roadmap through
Yeah.
their checks, right?
Yeah, precisely. So our mission here in this deep dive, it isn't just about, listing stocks and numbers. We want to understand NVIDIA's thinking, their strategy for AI's future, based on where the investment is actually flowing. We're trying to decode their vision for the AI landscape using these SEC filings as our main source material.
Okay, so let's unpack this. First thing that just jumps out is the sheer scale of change in NVIDIA's portfolio. If you look at, say, Table 1 in the analysis we've got, the total value went from around $304.5 million at the end of last year
Okay.
to, wait for it, $1.147 billion in just the first quarter of 2025.
Wow. Billion. What drives that kind of jump in 3 months?
Yeah, it really makes you stop and think, doesn't it?
It does. A nearly fourfold increase. That's not just tweaking things. It feels like a major strategic move.
And here's where it gets really, really interesting. Let's look at Table 2. The main reason for that huge jump, it becomes crystal clear.
Okay.
A company called CoreWeave.
They're big.
They weren't even listed as a holding last quarter. Now, $896.7 million. That's 78% of the entire portfolio.
78%. Okay, CoreWeave.
Yeah.
Remind us, for listeners who might not know them offhand, they're in cloud infrastructure, specializing in GPUs.
That's exactly it. GPU-accelerated computing.
Right. And when we talk about GPUs being critical for AI, what does that mean practically for the kind of AI being built?
Good question. So GPUs, graphics processing units, they're built for parallel processing, doing lots of calculations all at once, which makes them super efficient for the complex math behind deep learning, lots of AI tasks. So CoreWeave provides that heavy-duty computing power, the kind you need for training and running big AI models, but in the cloud.
Okay, so almost $900 million into that kind of company. That's more than just placing a bet. That sounds like deep conviction.
Oh, absolutely. This isn't just, we need a few more servers. It strongly suggests NVIDIA believes the real bottleneck, or maybe the biggest opportunity in AI right now, is access to that massive parallel processing power. In the cloud, specifically, it could, speed up AI development for everyone, maybe even smaller players getting access to serious compute power. It fits perfectly with the massive demand we're seeing for AI infrastructure.
Right, makes sense. So while they're making this huge play with CoreWeave, what's happening with their other investments? Well, if you look at them through the AI lens, you can see potential strategic links. ARM Holdings, for example.
Chip architecture, fundamental stuff.
Crucial. Foundational for computing, especially as AI moves into more devices. And then Applied Digital.
Data centers, more infrastructure.
Exactly. The physical backbone supporting all that AI processing. So even with the huge CoreWeave bet, they're still clearly invested in that underlying infrastructure layer.
So continued bets on the brains, let's say, with ARM and LeBron with Applied Digital.
Well, I could put it that way, yeah.
What about Recursion Pharmaceuticals? That one feels a bit different from the pure tech plays.
It does, but it's fascinating. Recursion uses AI for drug discovery.
Ah, okay.
So these signals, NVIDIA sees AI's potential reaching far beyond just tech, right? Into huge sectors like healthcare, biotech. They're betting AI can fundamentally change how we find new medicines.
That's big vision. Okay, and the last two, Nebius Group and WeRide.
It could point to NVIDIA's interest in a global AI presence.
And WeRide, autonomous drive.
Yep, autonomous vehicles, a classic, widely anticipated AI application.
Now, let's flip it. What about the exits?
Table 3 in the analysis shows that, right? Serve Robotics, SoundHound AI, NanoX Imaging, they're just gone from the portfolio.
Right. And that raises the question, why these companies? Serve Robotics, that's autonomous delivery bots. SoundHound AI is voice AI. NanoX Imaging, digital x-rays. All tech, obviously, but maybe NVIDIA's focus is getting even sharper now, really laser-focused on that foundational AI infrastructure layer, making these other areas maybe less of a core priority for their investment arm right now.
Okay, so NVIDIA is making some very big, clear bets here, but It's not like everyone in the financial world sees it exactly the same way, is it? The analysis also flags some pretty significant contrarian takes. Michael Burry, Cyan Asset Management, famous from The Big Short.
Yes, Burry.
He disclosed a big short position on NVIDIA, like $97.5 million betting against the stock. That's
Yeah.
quite a statement.
It is a bold move,
Yeah.
yeah. It suggests Burry thinks NVIDIA's current valuation is maybe overstretched, unsustainable, perhaps worries about competition heating up in AI chips, or maybe market saturation.
And he's not the only one expressing caution.
No. We also saw Stephen A. Cohen's Point72 Asset Management cut their NVIDIA holdings quite a bit, by 38%.
38%. So not out completely, but definitely dialing back.
Right, it signals less conviction, perhaps, in the near-term growth at these current price levels.
And the analysis suggests some potential reasons for this caution, like worries about an AI bubble, or just rising competition. It mentions DeepSeek, other Chinese competitors may be offering cheaper alternatives down the line.
Yeah, those are definitely factors being discussed.